me.
Hey guys, welcome back to Buck89. Today we're going to be talking about locks. Today is Lock Talk Day. Yay! Woo! Okay, today's Lock Talk Day. So what I'm going to be talking with you guys today about locks is 5 pros and 5 cons to having locks, and also to having what is the word? I'm sorry. I said sorry. So it's going to be about having the pros and cons of having locks, but it's also going to be even more detailed because it's also going to talk about whether you're a person who maintains your locks, whether you're a person who semi-freeforms, and whether you're a person who freeforms completely. So that's what's going to be the pros and cons for. It's kind of going to be for a general all locks, but one or two may be for that freeform user, or that semi-freeform user, or that regular person, or that other person who likes to just keep their hair particularly manicured. They like to make sure that it is neat and clean looking and very in place at all times. So if you would like to stick around, okay, if you would like to stick around and see what my pros and cons are, stay with you, boy. All right.
Turn this motherfucker up 800 degrees.
Alrighty, so we're getting back to the video, but before I get to the video, y'all know I've been loving this Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce song. I have been jamming it, learning the words, dancing to the beat, even getting things that I didn't hear the first couple of times I heard it. Now I hear them now, the harmonies, the wordings, the placement. It is just one amazing song. If you have not checked it out, please do. It is on every platform right now. It is playing on the radio. Houston cannot stop playing it. I am ready for it. I am ready for it to where it is just the song of the summer. I think this can be another hot girl summer for Megan Thee Stallion. She didn't. It's Met. It's Met. So you might as well go ahead and say she got another hot girl summer. You might as well go ahead and say that. But I digress. This is a lock video, so we're going to get back to locks. So today I'm going to be telling you my 5 pros and my 5 cons about having locks. Okay? Now I am a person who, this is my first con. Okay? My first con. I am a particular person who has always sweated a lot. When I sweat, it's like water has started. Okay? Let me say that again. When I sweat, it's like water has started. Okay? It's like you turned on your faucet to your sink and you just started to let it just start coming out. That's how I look when I sweat. It can be anywhere from the first 5 minutes to the end of my workout, or it can be from the first 2 minutes that I started sweating to, until I can calm myself down. And why is that an issue? Because if you're a person that gets hot a lot or that sweats a lot, and this was before I had locks, not during. Before I had locks, I would sweat profusely. Every time I would get into a room that was too hot for me, every time I would walk too fast, I would be in a temperature that I wouldn't be able to walk that fast in because it would start to make me perspire. Those were hard times. I did not know that it would get harder, and it does. That's why this is a con, because having hair makes it, if you're already a person that sweats and gets hot very quickly, dreads may be something you want to think about because they are hot. And in the beginning, you're not able to, let me just get this out of my face. Let me get this out. I wasn't able to do this. Okay? I started with itty bitty, like that small. I started off with that small. That wasn't able to do anything with. So the first con would be to know what you're getting yourself in for. I stay in Houston, Texas. It gets to 90 and above during the summer times. When my first year with my locks, it was maintainable, but it was still very hot. It was still very uncomfortable at some times, just because you want that relief from the back of your neck. And even if you have, let me see if I have it right here. Even if you have bands like this, and like I told you guys, I work in a gym, so I always have hand sanitizer, always at the ready. Okay, gotta be safe. Okay, and I do got my mask. Hold on, because people be trying to come. Okay, I do got the mask. Okay, but I'm at home. I don't need to have this on. All right. So if you have something like this can be very beneficial when it's hot, but it can also bring tension to your head. It can make your hair stretch back, and it can also make it an uncomfortable experience while you're hot. Now, this is something that can be very useful for if you're like myself, for a person who's like me who sweats a lot, and if you sweat a lot and your hair is like, I know in the summertime, let me put this down. I know in the summertime, if I do not have my hair up on certain days, or if I take a shower right before I leave the house, I know there's a possibility I can sweat for the first 20 minutes I'm outside. Especially if it's hotter than the shower that I take. I take a really hot shower. I like to make sure I'm really clean, and with that, I have to look at the situation of the outside temperature. And the outside temperature may have my body to where it won't be able to cool down. That way, it will stay at that temperature that it was in the shower. So that way, I'll end up sweating more profusely. I'll end up sweating a longer period of time instead of my body cooling off. So that is one con. Okay, my first pro. Okay, my first pro is not having the most minimal hair care. I've had braids in my head once for 15 minutes, like I told you guys in previous videos, and I've had froze. Froze are much more meticulous because you have to make sure it's picked, you have to make sure it looks nice. Even if you put your head on the back of a seat, or if you put your head on the back of your pillow or anything like that, it can flatten your fro. You are constantly trying to make sure it's neat. You're trying to make sure that it is always adjusted. With dreads, you're not worried about all that. Just like I'm sure with people with loose hair, they have to worry about what they're going to do with their hair, what they're going to do for the day, what they're going to do for the week, if they're going to put it in a protective style to keep it, healthy. Dreads are already a protective style. Didn't know that, did you? They are. So you shouldn't be putting a whole bunch of care into it. It's already a lot of care involved. You're supposed to let it just be what it be. Now there are some people out there, I will say a disclaimer, there are some people out there who want their hair to be extremely manicured, and with it being extremely manicured, even though you have locks, that is a step that goes a little bit further. So that means you're treating your locks like regular loose hair. I don't personally do that. I got locks to make sure I have locks all the time, and I love locks. I like the fact that I do not have to figure out what I'm going to do every day with my hair. I am grateful. All I have to do some days is hand sanitizer. If I put one of these on my head and just, run out the door, I can do that. Get out of bed, boop, put it on. So that is my first pro. Okay? Because I like the simplicity. I do. I like the simplicity. Oh, excuse me. I like the simplicity of not having to do so much to my hair like I used to. I would have to get up in the morning, make sure I wet my hair so I could pick it out, and then I would have to make sure it looked good the whole day. That it didn't look lopsided on one side. That one side got unpicked. Like those things are too much. I just wanted something that I would be able to check on every now and then, make sure I could keep it moisturized, and something that was low maintenance, which are the purpose of locks. They're low maintenance. They're supposed to be something that you don't have to worry about every single second of every single day. Okay? First. So now, my second con is the process. Not the process of what the ugly stages. I didn't mind the ugly stages at all. It's just the process of I am a person who has learned to be patient. This is my second lock journey, so I've had to learn the word patience is a virtue, and you need to understand it so you can get through your lock journey. And what I learned with being patient is if I stop worrying about, oh, how long is my hair? I can't wait for my hair to get this long. Or, oh, I want my hair to lock up. Or, oh, I wanted to do this. Or, oh, I wanted to do that. If I stop worrying about those things and actually start looking at what is happening to my hair, I actually get more excited about what is happening to my hair because I start to see what actually is going on. Like for me, one thing I love about my locks is that they're all different sizes. Sorry, I am going to show you. I have I have a few that are like this, okay? I don't know, okay? You see that? Very thin. Then I have some that are thicker, and then I have some that are super thick. Where's the super thick on that? Oh, it's over here. Nope, I just brought it. And I have super thick. So you have this one that is kind of medium to large. You have this one that is kind of, no, it's not it. It's kind of super, super skinny. So, and that is what I wanted. I did not want my locks to be a certain pattern or a certain grid way. I wanted my locks to be a journey that I could show up. That this is the way I wanted to do it. This was my plan. These were my steps. So that is one thing that is my second con that I would have to say is that patience. Understanding and knowing that there is patience that is needed. That is a con that some people, if you're, like for me in the beginning, I was not a very patient person. That was the biggest con for me. I was always complaining about it not being long enough, can't wait till it gets long enough. And now I'm actually really, 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 really loving each and every step. I love my fuzzies. I always tell you guys that my fuzzies are my best friend. I have this little patch of gray right here that has become my best friend once again. My crown's name is Mr. Boss. That's my hair's name. His name is Mr. Boss because he does like to be taken care of a certain way, but it's not so meticulous to where I'm like, oh my god, come on now, boss, you asking too much. You know, some people I just see him and I'm like, you have 5 or 6 products in your hair. You do a style with your locks, and then you do a twist before that. I literally hated getting my hair cut. Hated getting my hair cut. That is the second pro. That I don't have to get haircuts anymore. That I don't have to worry about my hair being short anymore. That I don't have to worry about my hair. My hair is going to be my hair and it's going to do what it needs to do. And the best thing for me to do right now is to go back to the con, number 2, and be patient. Okay? So that's number 2 for the pro. Because I love the fact that I don't have to get my hair cut anymore. I don't have to get my haircut anymore, and that is definitely a pro for me. I did not like getting my haircut. I was one of those people that had got my haircut since I was a knee-high to a grasshopper. I mean, I would go to barber colleges and sit there for 3 or 4 hours. My mom would be that person that would go there on a Saturday and make you wait for 2 or 3 hours to get your haircut, knowing I didn't want to be there. So I did not like brushing my hair. I did not do any of that. This right here is everything in life. I love the way my hair looks. I love the way it is. I love the low maintenance, and I love the fact that I don't have to get my hair cut because I didn't like that anyway. All right. So the third con is the fact that a lot of people aren't gonna understand your process. A lot of people are gonna think that this is just a phase or just a phase of your life journey. They're gonna try and tell you how to go about your journey. They're going to tell you, and they're going to make it seem like it's that you're the one doing it. No, because they're going to say, oh, well, you shouldn't keep that for long, or when are you going to get rid of it? They'll ask you those types of questions. It's not their damn business. And like I tell everybody, I'm going to keep mine till mine falls out my head. Now, if that's a phase to you, that's how long I know I want to keep mine, just because how passionate I am about it. And I don't think of it as just a hairstyle. I think of haircuts as a hairstyle. I think of this as just a lifestyle. Because I know that this is something I do every day. Okay? So my third pro is having locks. Like, I just love locks that much. I just have to make it a pro. I just have to make it a pro. My third pro is just having locks. I love the fact that I have. I love the fact, it's not even the fact that I have hair. I just love the fact that I have locks. I love my locks because they are individual. It's gorgeous. It shows off my heritage. It shows off where I came from. It shows what my hair can do. Like, I would see commercials and movies of Caucasian men. I did not mean to be disrespectful to any race or color or creed. I do apologize. But Caucasian men would, be able to shoosh and douche and put their hair in these short styles and still be able to shoosh and douche and I would see these women and all these people and oh my gosh, my black women have so many great ways to shape and design their hair. For us men, in the past 10 years it has gotten better, but it was either put your hair in a protective style and that's it. So for me, this is heaven. I like my pro is having locks, period. That's my third pro. Having locks, period. Okay? Now my fourth con has to be sleep. Okay? Now I told you about the hot and the sweating and this makes you hot. But going going to sleep, if you are not, once again, I was a person who always got my hair cut, make sure of it. I never wore any bonnets, any do-rags. I did not like doing anything to my hair. So if you think that I'm that person that's gonna sit up here with this do-rag, I might sit up with it for 10 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I was going somewhere and I know I wanted to look cute, I'd pop it on for a quick minute. But I was never used to having something on my head the whole night. Okay? And when you're having something on your head and you're a sweater, you're gonna sweat more. So my fourth con is sleeping with that damn bonnet or a do-rag. I'm not used to that. I'm used to just move my head anyway. You actually gotta, like if you move too much, it will pop off. And I'm that type of person. I roll around when I sleep. I roll around. I make sure I get as comfortable as I need to be. Okay? So for me, that has been a big adjustment. Have I gotten used to it? Yes. I've been locked for so long. Like now it's like nothing. But before I was locked, which was a lot of years before that, I remember not having to put anything on my head, just being able to put my head down. You know? And just going to sleep. No, I have to find my bonnet. I have to find my bonnet on my do-rag. I have to find, because like, once again, I am one of those people who I am really concerned about build-up. I see what it does. I see what it does to dreads. I see what it does to dreads that aren't taken care of properly, or that don't do their research, that aren't making sure. Like, this is not my hairstyle. Mr. Boss, it's not hard. Like, getting a haircut every week is hard, okay? For me, because I would have to make sure the other person was available to I would have to call them to make sure they would get my haircut. I don't pay any money for this. That was $20 plus a tip, okay? And if I went to the barber college, I still have to tip you, and then I might be mad because you might not cut my hair off, or you might have my head up, okay? So to say that paying $20 every week, because that was the first type of person I was, like, if I'm gonna keep a manicure hairstyle, I'm gonna go every week or every 2 weeks to keep that manicure hairstyle. Like, if I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it right. Like, I'm not gonna go and get my haircut and do it wrong. Now, I told you I didn't like it. I didn't tell you I wasn't gonna respect the sanctity of getting a haircut. At least do it right if you're gonna do it. So that is my fourth con. My fourth pro is the fact that I love the reaction I get from the people that understand my hair. And other people won't understand it if you don't understand what I just said. I'll repeat it to you again. Okay? I love the reaction I get from people who understand my hair. And that is not, once again, that's an open-ended people. Because I've seen people, Caucasian people, Asian people, Mediterranean individuals who come up to me and say, "Your hair is beautiful. I love your hair. Your hair is so nice. It's so good. It's so shiny. It's so this. It's so that." Now, you know what it does? It gives me joy because I used to manicure my head so much when I was cutting that I wanted those compliments, you know? And now I'm not even trying for those compliments. I get them on a daily, okay? How can that not be a pro? Okay? When you were trying so hard with that haircut every week and that design or that whatever, to somebody say, "Oh, you look good with your haircut," you know? I don't have to do with this. Like this right here, this is natural, this is healthy, this is zen, and they see that, and they understand that I am taking care of it, even though to the untrained eye it may look like I'm not. To the trained eye, you know I am. See, you got me? Alright, so my fifth con are those people that give out misinformation, okay? And when I say people, this is just like the spectrum of the pro. It's all people. If you don't know about dreads, if you only know from what you know that somebody else has told you, if you have not done your research, if you have not picked up a book, clicked online, if you have not spoken with someone who has them and who has done their research, if you know somebody that has them and they're just doing them for a fad and they don't know where they came from, stop giving your opinion. If you don't know anything about locks, do not give your opinion, whether it is a positive and educational one or whether it's built off of nonsense. Because no matter which one you choose, if you don't know about locks, it's built on nonsense anyway. So how about you just let that person be them? Now, this is not the same as the ignorant people, because the ignorant people are just going to be ignorant. These are people who understand the journey, but aren't weren't fully committed to finding out everything that goes through the journey. So if you're not really fully committed to finding out everything, leave leave the person alone, because at the end of the day, I'm sure that person has done it, and they're trying to be respectful to you and not let you know that they know more than you about their hair. All right. So my last pro, my last pro. Okay. My last pro is give me a moment. Because I had it on the tip of my tongue and now I've forgotten it because I talk too much. I know that. But I would have to say is the last pro of my locks and it has to be these in particular, is that I have only had my husband touch my head since day one, and he will be the only one that touches it. Unless me and him have discussed what steps we take if he cannot retwist. And the reason why that's a big pro for me is because it joins us together closer as a married couple, but it also opens the door to him to learn more about my dreads. And it's not in a way that, oh, I'm telling you to learn about them. It's just little things that you're going to want to know once you started the process. Once I kind of gave him the beginning steps, he wanted to go out and find out more information, which had him come back and ask me more and more questions, which had me explain myself a little bit deeper to where he gets a little bit better understanding. And for me, I love that process, because you never really get that process when you're going to unless, well, I mean, you can get it, but you don't get it. And that was one thing I make sure when I started my locks that I did do for myself. That whoever was going to do my locks, and I didn't know at the time when I started them how that process was going to be, if I was going to go back to the way I did it before, which my husband started them before as well. So I say that to say this. No matter what you're doing to your hair, no matter what, you always want to make sure that you feel as comfortable with that person that is doing your hair, cutting your hair, styling your hair, relaxing your hair, flat ironing your hair, putting it in a quick weave, putting it in a protector style, putting it in locks, putting it in sister locks, whatever they're doing. You want to make sure you can trust them, and you want to make sure that once they start, they know exactly what you want, and they know what you're willing to do, what you're willing to sacrifice for. Like, I want you to be able to, just as an example, me and my husband, we had a whole conversation about how I wanted my locks, how I wanted him to do them, why I wanted him to do them this way. And then once he came back with his information, he said, okay, well, I can do them this way. I don't have a problem with that. All I need to make sure is that, do you want me to do this, this, and this? That's what you need to have. If you are going to someone right now, whether it be a barber, a beauty, or whatever, and you are not having a conversation with them but saying, I want a number 7, and then you're just sitting in that chair, or I just want a taper fade, go a little bit more. Let them know, because they don't know what other problems that your hair might have. If your hairline goes back, it's going back like this, or if you want a particular design, or if you want to let him know that, or if you want him to let you know that, hey, I see dry, like barbers and beauticians don't know if you want them to let them know if you have damage in your hair. They know that your hair is on your head 24/7, 7 days a week. So if you have a problem with your hair, they would think that you would have told them coming in. So that's why I love the fact that one thing that I did was make sure I had a conversation with the person that was doing my hair, so we could both not worry about if another person had to come back and tell us something that we didn't want to hear. That I was open with you, you're gonna be open with me, you're gonna let me know what you're gonna do, I'm gonna let you know what I want you to do, and we're gonna come to a good medium. So those are my 5 pros and my 5 cons to having locks, and what they do for you and how you interact with them. I'm glad that you guys like, share, and subscribe my videos. I hope you guys like Lock Talk. I am trying to make it once a week. I'm trying to get back out there. I'm in Houston, Texas, and my city is opening back up tomorrow. So I may be doing a video outside tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do tomorrow. I don't know where I want to go. I may take y'all on another Galveston trip. I don't know. I may take y'all to Leaf City. I don't know. I am just right now. I want to get a little bit of outside in me, and I want to just give you guys more content. I just want to give you guys more content, and I've decided that this is going to continue until I go back to work because little did I know that you guys are actually being a productive part for me as well because this gets me out of the bed, not out of the TV for at least a little bit. You guys get me focused on something productive and something positive and something that I really want to focus on. I really want to focus on bringing you guys good content. I really want to focus on making sure that this is a really good channel. And I don't just want to make a channel just to make a channel. And I know that you guys didn't hear me say follow me on anything else because this is the only thing I have right now. The only thing I have is you guys and YouTube. So however many subscribers I have, however many followers I have, thank you. You got. I'm building my YouTube off of YouTube. I have no other social medias, no other social media platforms. It is just you guys. So I please hope that you comment. I please hope that you like, and I hope that you subscribe. Thank you again for having a lot of talk with me, Matt Buck89. Have a great day, you guys.